You're listening to the Ask Drone U podcast. You ask, we answer your drone questions. Whether you're here to turn your passion into profit or you simply fly for fun, we're a community of learners and teachers who aspire to achieve greatness. We are
Drone U.
Hey everyone, and welcome to another awesome episode of Ask Drone U. My name is Pablo.
And my name is Roberto, and this is episode number 604. We're really glad that you're with us. Hope you're having a great day. Thank you for all the questions. And from our buddy Kyle, I think we have a good question today. It's
Today's show is going to be really interesting because we're going to be talking about as a drone pilot, meaning a cinematographer, someone who shoots video, someone who is trying to map, someone who is trying to use drones and the imaging sensor to create a deliverable. Would it help that person, that pilot, to fly racing drones? Would it help you to be an FPV racer and be a cinematographer? Well, if you are a cinematographer, good news for you. Thanks to our friends over at videoblocks.com/drone creator. If you are a cinematographer like the guy I described and you need copyright-free video or photos, check out videoblocks.com/drone creator, where you can save $100 off an annual subscription to get as much copyright-free video as your heart's desire. Okay, let's hear that question.
Hey guys, it's Kyle again. So, I'm still young and I'm trying to make sure that when I turn 16 and I can get my 107 that I'm going to be the sharpest pilot in the entire market. So I was wondering if spending $350 on a starter FPV quad would be beneficial to learning how to sharpen my skills, or would it be better to spend that money towards my business? Thank you guys, and I will hear from you soon, I'm sure.
It sounds like me and Kyle have a similar problem here, Rob.
really, what is that, Paul?
Money burning a hole in our pockets.
Yeah,
I'm
somehow
serious.
it gets over into my pockets. It's
Really? Just
really
starts-
weird.
Just like combustion, the
That's
heat
right.
builds. It's almost like a lithium-ion
It's like
battery.
it goes so quickly through your pockets, it starts burning into my pockets.
Whichever pockets it's in is burning holes through.
Indeed.
This has been a point of contention. In fact, Nick Lang will be happy I mentioned his name and the fact that he and I had talked about this. He and I discussed this a long time ago. He's gone heavy into FPV racing. I have not had the luxury of doing so, and I do say the luxury because I think FPV racing is a whole lot of fun. I think you enter into flow state and, kind of that state of mind where nothing else matters and you're just focusing on that one thing. I think it's helped him as far as being emotionally happier and really engaging with other people, being social and having something that's fun, that's just a hobby for him. But I seriously doubt and question that flying FPV as a drone cinematographer would help you. Andre Durham, another friend who lives here in Albuquerque, he went from cinematography into racing, but now he's full FPV racing, and he's doing
really well.
good job. Yeah, holy cow. Good job, Andre. Anyway, that being said, I don't see a connection between flying an FPV racer super fast and flying cinematic video super slow. It's like the opposite of your flight path. So you're trying to go really slow. You're learning how to make turns with the back end of your bird instead of the front end of your bird. It's like trying to teach someone who skis how to wakeboard.
Okay,
If
so
that makes sense.
If I could just add a little bit of nuance to the question, clarification. When we talk about FPV racing, we're talking literally looking through the goggles, right?
The goggles.
So what about
The Googles.
flying one of the quads but without the goggles, doing it?
I tried
First
that,
person.
and it's wicked hard. I almost killed Sean Taylor,
Right.
aka Night Fury, and he put it in the class. Ilker, what are you doing? Anyway.
That's perfect. Good job, Ilker. But besides that, and in fact, for him too, when he took the goggles off, it was really hard for him.
He couldn't fly at all.
It was really interesting.
He could not fly at all line of sight.
Yeah, it was crazy. But my point is, take the goggles off, and then it's more about the type of drone. Can you hone your skills by doing it that way?
And I don't believe that flying FPV is going to increase your skills as a cinematographer.
Even without okay.
Yes, even without. Because as a cinematographer and as a good cinematographer, you're not only flying FPV, but you're also flying line of sight. And you have to be really, really good at going from flying FPV, you're in the middle of a cinematic motion, you're trusting your fingers not to move whatsoever. As you're still in that cinematic motion, you look up to make sure that the drone isn't going to hit a tree or a bush while you're still in the cinematic motion, and then go back into FPV flying to make sure that you finish the cinematic motion smoothly. It's a totally different style of flight. It's like, here's how I see it. You know, every aircraft pilot that's United Airlines, American Airlines, most of the guys over at Dart Drones. Yeah, I'm giving you a hard time again. Stop crying about it. Anyway, most of those guys, right, their credibility comes from, oh, I've been an airline pilot. Oh, I've been an FAA pilot for 25, 30 years. That's great. Good for you. Merry Christmas. It has nothing to do with flying a drone. In my eyes, it makes you look dumber, honestly. And that's just like, for most people, when they say, oh, well, I've been an FAA certified pilot for 30 years. It's like, funny, how many years have drones been about? That's weird. So for 25 to 30 years, you knew nothing about drones? Weird. All right, mic drop.
Yeah,
no,
obviously,
I hate it because you go fly with those people, they can't do natural motions, they can't do smooth movements, they have no way in their right mind, other than a forward upper tilting reveal, how to do these cinematic shots, and it's laughable. It's laughable. So anyway, I don't feel that way about FPV pilots because they do not say anything like that. They're more common sense. They're like, look, I fly really good at FPV. Flying other drones is quite difficult. Look at Sean Taylor. One of the first things he said, he's like, dude, I've tried flying line of sight like you. I have no idea how you do it. And I'm like, I have no idea how you fly FPV the way you do.
It's amazing.
You know?
It's really actually very fascinating. I was shocked when he took the goggles off and tried to fly line of sight and saw how difficult that was for him. I mean, I guess that just shows how honed in he is on doing what he does. But again, I don't know. There's just something about...
You made a really good point right there. He's super honed in. He's super focused on what he does. So by doing line of sight, what does it do? It detracts from his ability to fly FPV really well.
Does. It
which
probably
is
does.
the same argument that I'm making for a drone pilot to go over to FPV and still try to be good as a drone pilot. It simply is not going to help you.
Yeah, no, and again, I'm talking about trying, and I know you get this, but I'm looking at flying a smaller racer drone line of sight just to, I don't know, maybe they're more sensitive and you can improve on your fine motor skills and that kind of thing. And try it, like, for example, if you can do a nice smooth motion with a racer, maybe that makes it even easier to do it with an Inspire. I don't know. Maybe that's not true, but that's kind of what I'm thinking.
I don't think it makes it easier. In fact, I don't think so. No. I don't know. I would love to have another pilot here who would, I would love to hear their experience.
Sure.
But, you know, let's go back to Nick, right? Nick has been flying FPV a long time. Maybe it's my Facebook feed, but I haven't been seeing like a crazy numerous amounts of drone jobs that he's doing. But I've seen a lot of FPV stuff. And the thing for me is it's not about a direct correlation on whether FPV made him a better pilot or not. I'm trying to get people to think beyond what I'm saying in the environmental circumstances. What I'm trying to say is you're seeing more time spent on something that detracts from what makes you money. And we all know what you focus on is what you become good at.
Sure.
It's deep focus, you know? So my point is that if we're seeing a lot of time spent on something else and it's not spent on honing your skills, is that going to help you? I mean, it's really that simple.
Sure. Cool.
On that bombshell, that's going to do it for us today. My name is Paul.
My name's Rob.
And I'm sorry if I was very aggressive in your eyes. Next time I'll sugarcoat it.
No, we won't.
No, I won't. Anyway, have a good day.